Boys, how about this setup, huh?
It's pretty good. It is pretty good. We're here at Nemacolin, and we got our good friend Josh Mirenda here.
What am I the first person to have this set up right now?
You actually are. You're the first person to be on a Chasin Birdies podcast with video.
Is that because I'm super attractive? I don't think I am, but I don't know.
I think it's just
You can't deny the facts. Like, there's cameras involved.
Yeah. And you're attracted to cameras, and they're attracted to you, obviously.
They add 10 pounds, though. If you're watching this, I'm 10 pounds less than what you see.
The black helps, man. So what's up, bud? You boys having a good day? We played a little golf.
I was straight off the course, bro. I still have my cleats on.
Oh, he's got the squares.
What kind of shoes you got on there, bud?
Oh, these are some squares. Shout out to Squares, Colt Ford, John Daly for hooking me up with them. These are the American Cancer Society edition, so we're raising money to kick cancer's ass.
Yeah. Yeah. So go to squares.com. I don't know the website.
Yeah, squares.com.
Squares.com and pick yourself up some. And
yeah, I mean, I recommend the American Cancer Society one, so you're raising money for a great cause.
There you go. And you look good in pink, bud. It's kind of like the...
Thanks, bro. I used to work out in high school.
You played the red tees today, too, so that was good.
Yeah, well, and I still play terrible. But, I mean, it's golf.
I wouldn't say you played terrible. I mean, I saw you play yesterday. I saw you play today, and it was like night and day difference.
Yeah, and tomorrow...
But I know what you're saying.
And tomorrow's even going to be better.
In golf, you always know that you have more capabilities to be better.
Yeah,
just executing shit's sometimes tough.
So that's like that music for him, too. He probably has days where he feels like he can be better.
I guarantee it. I mean, that happens all the time. There's days where you show up to a show and you're just tired.
Yeah.
You still got to go out and do it. There's days where, first day of a run and you just have all the energy, and then on the, day 8, you still got to do it. I mean, you give it all you got. But,
yeah, we know how it feels, man.
So Josh, for the listeners out there, Josh is an up-and-coming artist and already 3 #1 hit songwriter.
Why don't you tell them the number ones that you've written?
Yeah, so I had 2 for Jason Aldean. One was called They Don't Know. The other one was called Girl Like You, and then I wrote Somewhere on a Beach for Dierks Bentley. I was a part of those songs, which is...
Somewhere on a Beach, man. That song...
Somewhere on a Beach.
I first heard that song when my man right here sends me that song one day, and he's like, dude, this is your song. Because for whatever reason it was. And I'm like, damn, that song is damn good. And the fact that you wrote that, man, that's...
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I wrote that with some of my best buddies, and that like legit changed my life. That song changed my life. Like, I wouldn't be here with y'all doing this. I wouldn't be doing...
So what does that do for someone's career? We spoke briefly, but what does that do for your career as a songwriter? And they call you, Dierks calls you and say, hey, bud, we have #1 song in the country right now, or the world. Walk us through that. Walk us through the process to getting to that point.
To getting to the #1?
Yeah.
It is extremely difficult, like, especially with your first #1, because the way it works is, like, we're in a room, right? None of us even knew Dierks at this time. Like, that was my first song I ever had recorded, and so the chances of that happening, like, normally it's like, all right, we're going to send it to, an assistant of a manager, and if they like it, they'll send it to the manager. If the manager likes it, they'll send it to the record label. If the record label likes it, they'll work it up, and up. Then the artist will hear it. So it's like, it's super unlikely. So then if it gets that far, then it's called a hold. If the artist is like, hey, I want to record that, I'm going to put it on hold. That means that you don't get any money for that, but they're just saying, hey, I'm going to hold this. Nobody else can have it right now. I'm going to go record my record, whenever. And then, if it gets past the hold stage, then it's recorded. We call that a cut. So then your song gets cut. Well, on a record, there's like 10, 12, 18 songs. So the chances of getting a single are that much more slim. And so then you get a single. That's insane if you can even get a single. Then once you get a single, you go to radio. Once you go to radio, like, then you have to just go up, you just work your way up the chart. And there's really, like, as a songwriter, like, the only job that, like, I can do is write the best song. You know what I mean? Like, once it goes to radio, like, they have radio, like, staffs, like, full teams at record labels that, have different regions for radio people that they know and stuff. Like, once it goes to radio and stuff, like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just fingers crossed watching the charts. So
so could that song have been cut by another artist other than Dierks?
Yeah, I think this was years ago. I think Like Florida Georgia Line had it on hold. Jake Owen had it on hold. And then we heard that Dierks had it on hold, and we were like, man, that's kind of crazy. But we also, like, we didn't think about it. Like, it was the perfect follow-up to Drunk on a Plane.
Yeah.
Like, we never thought about that writing it. Like, that never even crossed our mind. We just had a cool idea, and we're having fun in the studio.
So when you wrote that song, were you thinking, all right, Dierks is prime time for this? Or do you not write a song thinking, hey, this artist is perfect for this song? You just kind of, hey, if they get it, great, and the cash flows, right? Yeah.
So times have changed for me a little bit. So when I wrote Somewhere on a Beach, I was, like I said, I've never had a song recorded by anybody ever. Like, that was my first song ever picked up by anybody. And so at the time, like, I wasn't, like, I could try, we call it like target writing, where it's like, oh, you know, Jason Aldean's looking, like, I'm going to try to write Jason Aldean songs. Like, at the time, I was just trying to write a cool song with my buddies. We had no idea. Like, we never had anybody in mind. We just knew we had a really cool idea, a unique concept. It's like a fun breakup song. Like, I don't know how many fun breakup songs there are. You know what I mean?
Well, I know.
Which is why I think it works so well. Damn, bro.
All right.
I wasn't gonna say. I
wasn't gonna bring anything up.
Sorry.
You said it.
Anyways, continue.
But yeah, man. I mean, at this point in the game, you know, like, I've become friends with a lot of the artists and stuff. So if I know they're gonna go record an album, like, I'll just text them and be like, hey, or her, you know, whoever it is, like, hey, like, what are you looking for your record? Like, is there anything you're missing? If it's later on in the process, are you missing something? You know, if it's new in the process, like, is there anything, like, what do you want this record to be? And then, you know, I go in with people very strategically that are also connected with those artists, because friends want friends to succeed. Right. And we just try to write the best song that we can. And even though, like, we're buddies, like, that doesn't mean it's any easier. With some artists, I think it's harder.
Well, business is business, right?
Well, that, and I think, you become friends with, like, some artists, and they, you know, it's harder to get on their record because they're like, I'm not going to let you on here just because you're my boy. Like, you got to bring it.
You got to bring it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to write something that's going to be worthy enough for me to put it on my album.
Yeah, I mean, there's careers at stake, you know. So,
but so you know, kind of like in line with our podcast here in Chasin Birdies, grew up in Nashville, just outside Anderson, Tennessee.
Yeah, Hendersonville, yeah, like 15 minutes north, yeah.
And music was always in your blood.
Yeah, man. I grew up around music. My whole family was from Wisconsin. They moved here. My mom was pregnant. My aunt wanted to be a country singer. So I grew up, like, literally going to writers' rounds and stuff when I was, like, 5 years old. She worked at Logan's Roadhouse and would do, like, writers' rounds and stuff. And she sang demos, and she wanted to be an artist. And, I mean, like, I just grew up around it.
Yeah.
And so, crazy.
That is crazy. And then it's like you get to that point in life where, like, now you got to pick a career. You know, that's the thing, man. Think about that. You
don't go to school for, like, I'm not going to wake up one day out of high school and say I want to go to school for writing songs.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody in, you know, you grow up in the whole, like, perfect scene. Someone's got to have an idea. They got to go to school to be somebody, to be something. And there's not always that free will of thinking that's provided to people. You know, they're always, like, under this impression that they have to do these certain steps to get to this level. And that's really, it's actually the exact opposite in my opinion. So, you know, in your case, you're thinking maybe you're going to be an oral surgeon.
Yeah. Yeah. I did music all through high school. I felt like I was, like, one of the best, like, in my town and stuff. And so I was like, this is great. Like, I'm going to just be a rock star.
Yeah.
Audition for the school of music. And
Ryan thought the same thing.
Yeah.
His band.
It's not over, bro.
We're going to bring us back.
I said we bring it back.
I mean, hey, my man Cole, he didn't cut his first single since he was 38.
See what I'm saying?
I got 4 years.
You got time, bro. 4 years is a lot of time, but yeah, man, I went to high school, did music, went to audition for a school of music in college, didn't get in. So I was like, well, guess that's done. And then one of my best friend's dads was an oral surgeon, oral maxillofacial surgery. I was like, you seem like you got a pretty cool life. Like, can I come shadow you on a week, like for a week or something when I was in college or about to be in college? And he was like, yeah, of course, you're interested. And I was like, sure, man. And so I did that, and I was a surgical assistant, and finished college with every intent of doing oral maxillofacial surgery, tacked on pre-law just in case that didn't work out. And music took off. And now I have tattoos and I get to hang out with guys like you and go golf cool places and play sold out shows. And no offense to like oral maxillofacial surgery, that's great, but like this is way cooler for sure.
Well, right. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, you think about both of our careers in life. This is a little more fun than those, but
yeah, I can drink on the job doing this. You can't do that when you're operating on people. There's no way.
Right. Well,
it's frowned upon.
I mean, you could.
It's very frowned upon.
Yo, we played with a surgeon once, and he's like, you know, in the OR, the only thing I listen to is like hardcore rap.
Love that.
And I'm like,
yeah,
for real? He's like,
yep.
Cranked it. He's like, I'm doing like, and he's like a big surgeon in Columbus. Yeah. And he just, but that's his ticker.
Dude, I mean, that's what one of my good friends and business partners on some other stuff, he's one of the largest plastic surgeons in Florida. And I just left his place to come here, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers are going back on tour. And he was like freaking out. He's like, man, we got to go to the Chili Peppers. I was like, dude, I would love to go to Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's like, that's all we listened to in the OR when I was in trauma. Like when I was, you know, like working my way up. He's like, we just listened to
that's awesome.
Red Hot Chili Peppers in the OR. And I was like, so like, let me get this straight. Like you were a trauma surgeon, right? Like,
yeah,
lives are on the line. And he was like, yeah, but like, that's our job. And he was like, you know, we like to listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers.
My ADHD would kick in, bud. Squirrel. What?
Yeah.
There goes a vein. Sorry about that one.
Sorry, I got the wrong one.
Get back to you on out.
Yeah, you're still waiting for your turkey wrap.
So anyways, we're not going to talk about that.
You're thinking about it, though.
I'm really thinking about that, that turkey wrap. But so were you still writing songs while you were being an oral surgeon, trying to be an oral surgeon? Were you writing songs, or were you just kind of like, that's on hold, and this is going to work out, and my music soon-to-be career's over?
No, I mean, I would write songs, like, I would be like an organic chemistry and just like messing with lyrics and stuff. And I didn't really go out and party like my friends did. I was in a fraternity and stuff, and like everybody would go on these trips. Like I met on maybe one spring break, but like every spring break, Christmas break, fall break, I was in the OR. On weekends, I was writing songs like during college because I wanted to be a songwriter. I didn't know what was going to happen. Like I just liked doing it. And yeah, so like I told my buddies like that were from college, I'm like, dude, you guys went out and partied and I stayed home. You guys like partied to music, and I was like, now I write the music you guys party to.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
that's
pretty
right.
badass.
So
think about that. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's life changing.
It paid off. Like there's a lot of sacrifice that happens with this. You know, everybody sees like a lot of like the glitz and glamour and like, you know, private flights and tour buses and sold out shows and doing stuff like this and getting to play golf courses. But dude, like, there's a lot of hard work and sacrifice that happens behind the scenes that people just don't see. You know?
So, I mean,
straight.
Again, I'm going to kind of put you in a spot right now, and it's going to be a tough question because I know you have a lot of friends out there, and hopefully they all listen. They don't, but whatever.
They will. I'll force them.
Who's your favorite guy to work with in the country music scene?
Honestly, whoever has my single right now, like that's my. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I jokingly say. Though, like, I've been asked before, and they're like, people are like, "Who's your favorite country artist at the time?" And like, I'd have a single with Jason. I'm like, Jason Aldean's my favorite right now. But I mean, man, it's super hard to like pick a favorite because we're all like really good friends,
and you're all trying to accomplish the same goal.
Yeah, and we all want each other to win too. Like in country music, I mean, you know, in other genres, like people hate each other, and like there's shit going on back and forth. Like country, like we're all boys.
Yeah,
like. We're all really good friends. Like we golf together, we go on vacations together, we play Call of Duty together. You know, so it's
video games, bud.
Oh, I used to play Call of Duty. I did 2K golf. I'm all about that. I'm about that life. Way better on that game than in real life, for sure.
Yeah. I haven't got, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've never gotten into video games, but the Call of Duty thing's pretty cool.
I started getting into them. And then I realized, like, I had to sleep. I have a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And, like, she doesn't care what time I went to bed. Like, she just likes to wake up when she wakes up. And so, like, you know, the Call of Duty or 2K until, like, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., like, with, you know, 6 a.m. wake-up call, and then a full day of work, like, it hurt a little bit. So I had I had to sidebar that for a minute.
So you skirted around the question.
Okay.
That's a tough
favorite
question.
person to work with.
That's like asking you who your favorite person to golf with is.
Yeah.
And obviously it's me, but you would never say that.
Dude, I don't really have like a favorite person that I can think of. I mean, are you talking like artist wise or like writer wise, producer wise?
Artist wise, like who do you who do you enjoy hanging out with most? Who do you enjoy partying with, going on tour with, whatever it is? Who's the guy?
Those are all different questions because there's different answers for all of them. But to work with, let's see.
It's not easy.
Dude,
I mean,
I told you. It's
dude, this is super hard. I mean, I feel like I write.
All right,
I feel like I write Aldean songs pretty good, and he's a great hang. We've gone to Top Golf and stuff together, and he's super fun to hang out with on the road. So I'll go Jason for right now. We'll go
all
Jason.
right, so Jason Aldean, if you're listening, bud, you're his #1 right now.
Yeah.
I'm sending this to you, so just know that
you got an automatic invite on Chasin Birdies, and an invite to Nemacolin.
For sure. This place is sick. By the way,
tell us.
Absolutely
So
Tell the listeners.
So we invited a friend of yours, Colt Ford, and he was nice enough to introduce us to you, which has been great.
Yeah, I was like the invite. I like forced myself on it, like in this.
It's fine. You were third wheel. It's good.
Yeah, I'm third wheel. It's fine. It's not a big deal, you know.
But so you're coming to Farmington, PA, and we actually told you to bring your wife. And what'd your wife say?
Well, she declined, and then I've been sending her videos and photos. I'm like, yo, you and our daughter Lily, I'm like, y'all could have been at the zoo. You could have gotten a massage.
Relax.
They got so much stuff here. Like, there's literally nothing here. Dude, you guys have Jeeps that you can take off-roading here. Like, there's literally bowling, like anything. Like, when you're like, oh, man, they have everything. I was like, all right, cool. And then when you showed me around resort, like both of y'all, I was like, dude, I've never in my life, I didn't even know I wanted that until I saw it, and now I kind of want to do it.
Well, that was the problem. I kind of built it up. And normally when somebody builds something up, it's a little bit of a letdown. But I feel like it was not a letdown for you.
No, I'm never leaving, dude. Like they're gonna have to just move up here. I'm not leaving.
Yeah,
I'm now based out of Nemacolin.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey,
you heard it here first.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
So, we'll put a studio in for you, and you can write, record. Bash can play it for you.
It's perfect. You guys have an airstrip. I mean,
you don't want me playing.
But yeah, I mean, honestly,
That's right, baby.
We've been very lucky with Nemacolin, the opportunity that they've given us to bring people like yourself here and entertain you and show off their property, because it is something that is spectacular. I mean, you look outside. I mean, you can't be here at a better time right now.
It's insane. I just walked past an entire, like, multiple bays of golf simulators that you can hit into a screen or outdoors. And then you guys have TrackMan on the range and stuff. Like, golf is my one hobby. Like,
and the cigar bar is not too bad here too.
Oh, we tied one on at the cigar bar last night, boys.
Oh, bud.
We did.
I got back to our room, and he's like, dude, your teeth are red.
They were red.
I'm like,
well, we had some delicious vino with cigars.
I just drank red, which wasn't really going to be my play that night, but you know what? He got the bottle. It sounded like a good idea at the time. Got the second bottle. Sounded like a good idea.
Sounded like a better idea.
We take it to the cigar bar. Keep it going.
Do the thing. A delicious meal.
And dude, my whoop. I got up this morning.
What was that recovery at?
23 red. I was in the red.
Yeah. See.
Fuck. I didn't feel bad though. It wasn't like I was like, I felt a lot.
We'll see what it looks like tomorrow.
Because tonight's gonna be a good night, man.
Yeah, last night was an appetizer, bro.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
So we got you through the country music scene. When did the love for this beautiful game of golf begin for you?
I've always been interested in golf. Like, I didn't really start taking it seriously and like actually playing and be like, and probably 3 years ago, I'd say. I've, with buddies, like, you go to the driving range and just swing as hard as you can at a ball.
Top golf.
And wonder why it doesn't look like it does on TV and why it's always going right or left or straight into the ground or straight up in the air. But I guess about 3 years ago, I don't know. I mean, I had a lot of buddies that did it, and I was like, man, you know what? This is cool. My grandfather, I mean, he's like my hero, and he was like, the one regret that I didn't do in life was learn how to golf. He's like, it's going to be great for business. It's good for friendships. It's good just for you to decompress if you enjoy it. And I was like, you know what? Like, let's try that. And that's also like with my work and stuff. Like, if I go hunt, if I go fish, I go sit on a beach, you know, like my mind just goes
somewhere.
It's constantly going. Like, I'm constantly trying to think of a next song idea. Like with golf, that's the only thing that I can do personally. Everybody's got that thing that like I'm removed from work. Like, I just want to hit a good golf shot. Yeah. And I have to think about what I'm doing to hit a good golf shot. I'm not thinking about what I have to do immediately as soon as this is over, what I have to get done. You know, what am I going to do next? Like, I just want to hit a good golf shot.
Well, and the odds are we probably crossed paths with Bash's illustrious music career, but golf sped it up a little bit, and it brought us together, right? So I mean, that's the interesting thing about golf. All walks of life, doesn't matter how good, bad, indifferent you are.
And you can play it like at any age. I mean,
at any age, you can be 4 years old, you can be 70 years old, whatever it is. There are so many relationships developed on the golf course, and even in your industry, you know, we were talking about that off air. That's why you play golf. You rub elbows with people that you don't necessarily know. Yeah, but you're like best friend. You got 4.5 hours with a CEO of a company, and now all of a sudden he's paying you to come play a concert at his company retreat or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that. And it's just a good hang, and, you know, it's good bonding. It's good for everything. And, like, you know, there's so many parallels, too, like with golf and life and business and stuff. Dude. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Just the game of golf it's incredible. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Let's talk about that for a minute here. You said something. You know, I'm pretty into my businesses. I'm pretty into business. You know, I would consider myself some type of entrepreneur by trade here, but you yourself, man, you got some birdies you're chasing right now in the business world.
Yeah, a lot of birdies, man.
You know, you got a little VC venture going with the Black Sheep Tequila.
Yeah, shout out Black Sheep Tequila.
Yeah,
well, tequila, you're in
and we got to talk about that.
Does it make clothes fall off though? I mean, because all the other ones I've had,
100%. That's actually like, I mean, with consent, like guaranteed,
110%.
Yeah, but only with consent.
So what's up with that? So tell a little bit about that, man.
Yeah, so Black Sheep Tequila, man, we got, it's kind of, I would compare it in my mind to like the Pepe Van Winkle of tequila. Like our founder, Jason, he's a great dude, and he started this thing like 20 years ago.
He's on record saying that.
Hey, that's a statement.
I mean, it really is. Like, and you can, like, here's my explanation for this, right? Jason Charles, our founder, started this thing 20 years ago with Rodolfo, our other partner that's in Mexico. We're in the highlands of Jalisco, and, you know, they just like tequila. So they started like, let's make our own tequila. So they figured it out, you know, and Rodolfo comes from a long family line of like, you know, tequila, like master distillers and stuff. You know, they made it for the big names, you know, chopped up the agave, like made blends for like the big dogs, right?
So they were selling the agave they had to other companies.
Yeah, we still do. But so, I mean, we have a Blanco, a Reposado, Añejo, Extra Añejo, a 12-year that's not out yet, and we have a 15-year Añejo that's like legit been 15 years in the barrel. You know, like a lot of other tequila companies will, you know, be like, oh, we have this 15-year, and it's like, well, you took it out of a barrel, like blended it, put it in something else, and then put it back in. Like, this has legit been in the barrel. Like, it hasn't been touched.
So what you're telling me is that 15-year has not, it's 15 years ago.
15 years in the barrel.
Okay.
Sealed.
They, in what is that? 2006, okay? It has not been taken out of that barrel and put into something else, or it's not been opened or anything. It's been in that barrel sealed.
For 15 years sealed in the barrel. And, you know, with like the agave plants, you know, it's like 6 to 8 years of maturity to where you can actually harvest that. So if you really wanted to add that on, I mean, like we're counting the aging process. We're not counting, like, you know,
the actual growth process.
No, we're not counting the growth process. So that's another, you know, at least 6 years that we do, and we double the amount of agave. There's no additive anything. Like, it's just pure. If you just drink our tequila, like, you don't mix it. If it's sick. Like I drink it neat, dude, I can hammer that tequila. I'm not hungover the next day because there's no sugars or there's nothing. It's just agave. It's natural. That's the same everything.
Thing with cigars too. Like, people, you know, that's how I tell if it's a good cigar or not. You taste it. If it's a bad cigar, you taste it the next day.
Yeah.
And for me, if you smoke a good cigar, you're not tasting shit the next day.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, you just smell like shit, but.
All right, bud. Like, listen. When I smoke a cigar,
Shots
my wife
fired.
makes me get my clothes off.
Okay. Whoa. What kind of podcast is this, man?
No. I'm in the
switching
garage.
gears?
I'm in the garage naked. I walk through the house. I trip over a Paw Patrol toy, and I mosey onto the couch. But anyways,
We're stopping at the couch. We're not going to continue
there's
from
nowhere else.
Okay. All right.
It's
a golf podcast. This is a golf podcast.
We're good. So
Life.
but that's so cool because basically I said 23 because you said 68. I took the max. So we'll say 21-year process that is, you grow the agave, you put it in the barrel for 15 years. So this is going to be Black Sheep's Happy Van Winkle.
This is the holy grail, man.
And now, have you
When
guys
it really-
decided?
when it comes out.
It's not out yet, but so
No,
have you
it's
kind of decided on a price range, or what are we looking at on the price?
I can't disclose because we're still
right.
in meetings
We can
as a
disclose it here,
team,
but-
and there's not a whole lot of us involved, but we're still in meetings and stuff to figure out what. But I promise you, like when it comes out, it's not just going to be a bottle of tequila. It's going to be an experience.
Well, we need.
We are selling an experience with something that nobody else has.
So I'm
We'll buy a bottle for.
I'm
the
not a
podcast.
marketer or any of that, but
Show it off.
yeah.
listen, man, like, we're friends, and we should be drinking Black Sheep Tequila out of this. So maybe we'll talk.
I know. I'm gonna send you guys some bottles up.
I tell you what, dude.
Not the 15, but the other stuff.
15, just send the 15.
Dude,
it's fine, bud.
just send you multiple bottles of the 15. Yeah, you got it, bro.
We'll share them with people that we like.
Yeah.
I never really was a big tequila drinker until about a year ago,
I don't drink it.
and now it's like I'd rather sip on that.
All our boys are drinking this tequila, and that's what they all say. The first thing they say is, "What do they drink? What do you drink again?"
Casa Azul.
He's about to drink Black Sheep.
Okay,
about to drink
that's what
Black
they all
Sheep.
talk about is that you're not hungover the next day.
No, you're not.
No,
If
you
it's
feel
done,
good.
if it's done right, and you're not mixing, keep like, obviously, if you make a margarita, like you're just putting like sugar and shit, like that's what's gonna give you the hangover, right? Like, but if you just drink this, I mean, and like our whole thing, like Black Sheep is like our whole thing. Like the reason we're called Black Sheep Tequila is we're different. Like our whole team, like everybody, it's like we're different. Like we're our own individual people that just came together. Like we're Black Sheep. Like you think it's normal to do like what I do? It's not normal to do like what we do at all. Like we're all
normal.
Black Sheep, and like that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think it's the Black Sheep in life that makes something huge out of themselves and can
doubt,
change other
man.
people's lives. You know, so
That's what it's about.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's and again, it's a little bit of an entrepreneur from you. That you're not just stopping at songwriting, singing. You're getting involved in some other ventures, which is really cool because you kind of want to have your hands in some different things in life, and it's important to not just put all your eggs in one basket. You have a pretty solid foundation in the country music, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to be dabbling with other things. And that's why, again, Chasin Birdies.
yeah. I'm chasing a whole lot of birdies.
You're chasing
man.
a lot of birdies, bud, and that's really cool. So kudos to you on that.
Yeah, it's fun. I just like to do a bunch of different stuff. I mean, I started a publishing company through the VC group and stuff, and I signed our first writer, and it's like he's doing really well. And so it's just I like to have my hands like and different things. Like I get bored if I just do one thing. I'm not like I have to have multiple things going, or I go insane. I have to have multiple things going.
I'm not. But squirrel. What? I can't do that. My ADHD. I'm out. I have to focus on like one thing, and
That's why I get at golf.
but
focusing on golf.
That's what everybody says to me. How can you be decent at golf and have ADHD as severe as I have it? And I said, think about it. I have to focus for 30 seconds.
Yeah, unless
then I
a
go
fly goes across your ball, like you're great.
And well,
That
I'm
would be
fucked if
you know
that
what I mean?
happens. Well, and then I focus for 30 seconds. I hit the ball and I go chase butterflies. I mean, bud, we were trying to have a butterfly land on our arm today on the golf course. I mean, what
like,
are we doing?
not to be weird, but like there was a butterfly just chilling, and it was like right here, and it was just hanging out, and I was like,
But
it didn't land on me, probably because it was like, bro, this is weird. But I also thought it was weird.
So,
But,
so for you, back to golf.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about golf?
man, I just love the game. I mean, it's like it keeps me coming back like I like to be the best in everything that I do. I want to be the best in everything that I do. I don't care if it's songwriting. I don't care if you want to go back here and go bowling. Like
tequila.
I'm trying to be the best, the best bowler in the damn group. Like I want to be the best at everything. I'm not the best at golf. And it keeps me like, I just want to get better. I want to get better. I want to get better. It's like a constant thing. Like I put a putting green in my backyard.
You did?
Yeah, like legit. We renovated the whole backyard.
How long did it take you to put that putting green in?
Well, I didn't do it. I mean, our turf people did it.
How long did it take them?
Would you say?
I mean, they were in and out. I mean, they turfed our whole backyard, put a little putting green in a little chipping area, and they were in and out in like 3 days. So it's not a big backyard, but I mean, still like.
But our boy's been working on a putting green now for like 9 months.
That's aggressive, bro.
I'm like, what are you naming it, bud?
Yeah. Are the tee times available?
I love you, B. I love you.
Yo, B, let me get a tee time out there.
But he's been sending us progress pics, man. It's like, it's never ending.
Yeah, this is a very basic, putting green, but we put a pool in and it's like we have like a 2-tiered.
So you put a pool in next to it?
Yeah. So like if you come down our driveway, like under like our deck, it's like a very tall deck is a putting green. And then we have our pool and then it's like steps that go up and then there's like a waterfall coming out, but like on the top, it's all turf too. So
waterfall too.
Yeah. I chip over the pool onto the putting green.
So that's why your shirt game's so damn good.
We got this AstroTurf, kind of like what we got right here.
This top of the line, dude. My buddy runs synthetic turf at Nashville and Florida and a bunch of other places, but I just know him from the Nashville stuff. So he came and hooked it up.
That's sick.
And it's legit, man.
3 days.
We got like a massive, it's a little tip of the hat to somewhere on a beach. We have a massive neon sign on the wall that's like right by the putting green. It says "Drink all day, party all night." So I fire that thing up at nighttime.
Me a photo of that.
Fire that thing up at nighttime and hit some neon putts, dude.
Dude, Nashville.
Some music going.
Nashville is
flowing.
One of the best cities.
So and that's what. So I mean, you've played Troubadour yet?
I've not played Troubadour. I played Gaza Ranch out in Idaho, though, Discovery Land. It was
badass.
Oh, dude. I played a writer's round at Troubadour.
Tell people what a writer's round is, because a lot of people don't know. So that's what people don't realize, how much goes into a song.
Yeah.
And so tell us about a writer's round golf retreat.
So if we did like a writer's round golf retreat, essentially what happens is the writers, we want to golf. We want to have some drinks, have some fun, play music for people. So what we did, we just sit like literally like this, 3 microphones. Everybody has a guitar. You kick it off or you kick it off, whichever end. It's like, hey, I'll be like, my name's Josh. I wrote this song. I normally start out with They Don't Know. I'm like, I wrote this song for Jason Aldean. It's called They Don't Know. It's one of my number ones. And I tell the story behind the song briefly, play the song, and then we just boom, 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 and we just go and go and go. And it's like fun, like with our buddies and stuff. It's like we have multiple number ones, so it's like a night full of like radio hits.
Yeah, number ones.
So it's a wiener measuring contest.
Kind of. I mean, if you think about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's always thinking about that shit.
I mean,
wieners.
I don't think about wieners that much, but whatever. It's fine. I get it.
Dog lover.
To each their own, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. This is your business, bro.
Whatever, man.
Just chasing birdies.
Amen.
Just chasing birdies.
Just chasing birdies. But yeah,
the birdies. Yeah. I'm sorry, the birdies.
The birdies were non-existent for me today.
Yeah.
But tomorrow they're going to be there.
Yeah.
Bountiful.
Well, and you know what?
Bountiful.
You know what's funny too, bud, is that you've never won a golf event, but you won one today.
We did. I mean,
you have to play.
I know. I just walked to the lobby. That's all I had to do.
You know what? I
didn't even have coffee yet, and I just was down there, and there's supposed to be 4, and there's only 3. It was just an immediate forfeit. I mean,
part of that's
the rules.
Intimidation factor too, but regardless, whatever.
I think it was when I used to work out in high school. I think that intimidated the other party.
The workout in high school.
I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, man, he probably hits bombs, and I don't.
Yep. I used to work out in high school too, but
it's carried over. I'll tell you what though, he
all right, bud. Like
it's carried over.
We get it. You got a gym membership.
Yeah.
Like.
But
nice.
No, it was a little alarming, if I'm being honest. This morning, waking up, getting ready to play this match, and I realized that my partner's not even gonna play golf.
He wasn't there.
But hey, we got a rematch tomorrow. It's the real match. It's the match,
which is terrifying for y'all because at this point, that is going to be I haven't finished 18 on this course yet, but I will.
Yeah,
I mean, so what? There's like 3 holes I haven't seen. Like now I know.
You haven't seen 4 holes.
Yeah, 3, 4 holes. Like I know, ideally, like where do I ideally need to place the ball? Where do I not need to miss?
Tomorrow's your day.
You damn right. Tomorrow's my day.
That's the thing. Like some of these tour guys, they never see the course. They get to the course Monday, play the Pro-Am Wednesday, whatever. Thursday, it's go time.
I can't imagine.
And in just 3 short days, they can just carve up a freaking course.
Well, and the thing that people don't realize on the PGA Tour, and I don't know if you realize this, is, they show up to the site and the turf is different every single week. Firmer, softer, different grass.
Oh yeah, you're playing on
Bermuda.
Bermuda, like whatever
it is. So the crazy thing that people don't realize is that they actually change their wedges pretty much every week. Bounce on the degrees, all of that. Think about that. I mean, I can't change a wedge overnight. They're so good that they can change that wedge at different degree, at different bounce, how they hit the ball, based on the turf.
Yeah, I have the same wedges everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude,
it is what it is.
We had Aaron Dill on here from Titleist, and he's like, dude, you got to change your wedge if you play however often. Change them wedges, get new grooves.
Well, that's why I went to the old Bettinardi wedges, bud, and
they've been good.
It's been good.
I should probably get my wedges checked.
You probably should.
It's been a while, since I've gotten the wedges. I just got
get you over to the Hive.
Clubs. Yeah,
the Hive at Bettinardi Golf.
You'd love it.
My boy over here went through the whole thing, and
I still don't have my putter.
Badass. But
sick.
Highly interested.
Custom wedges, custom putter, everything. They do a great job over at Bettinardi Golf. So
call me. I don't know which camera to look into, but I'm looking at you right now.
Call him.
Call me.
Call him.
Short game is great.
Holderness and Bourne. Call him.
Call me.
I mean, the guy's just looking for some swag.
Yeah. I mean, I would give my number right now, but there's other people listening.
Yeah.
But you call them,
and
they'll give you my
You're
number.
about to drop your first single in January.
Yeah, man.
So your shit's about to go up. Your stock. I'm buying your stock.
I appreciate it. Yeah, sign a record deal, man.
How much I got to pay?
Just golf with me. I mean,
so who wrote it?
We'll golf.
Did you write it?
Yeah, me and 2 of my buddies. And I mean, they're mega songwriters. It was me, John Knight, and Ashley Gorley wrote my first single. And it's honestly, dude, this is my favorite song I've ever written in my entire life. Like I get asked like a lot of questions, like, "Well, what's your favorite song you've written?" It's like, well, dude, I've written, I don't know how many hundreds of songs I've written.
Well, you look at your phone, but you got thousands of songs.
Well, how many ideas did he steal from us last night?
At least 50. But you have no idea it even happened, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't steal nothing from you. I don't do that. And if I use something that was clearly your idea, like just check your mailbox, you'll be fine. But
check your mailbox.
It's mailbox money. But yeah, I don't even remember what you were saying. What were we talking about?
Your songs. I mean.
Oh yeah, the song. Yeah, dude, it's my favorite song I've ever written. I mean, it was on hold, which we talked about a hold earlier, like what that means. It was on hold for a couple people, for just one reason or another. Like it just didn't make the record. Like maybe they had something, something in that vein, and it just didn't work or whatever. So, yeah, man, I'm super excited that like that's my song.
So is it one song? Is it forced? Is it an EP? How's this rolling out?
January is just going to be the first single, so it'll just be the one song.
Cool.
There's more songs recorded. They're just not out yet. Like that's the one that we're rolling with first.
Are you at liberty to say what the song title is?
Yeah, it's called Til The Neons Gone.
Til The Neons Gone.
Yeah.
What inspired it?
I mean, man, it's kind of just like a song to my wife, as cheesy as that is. But
that's good.
But yeah, I mean, we just wanted to write.
That's cool.
A good ass love song that, had a tip of the hat to like some older stuff mixed with some new stuff. I mean, that's kind of like what I am, like my stuff as an artist, it's me. Like whatever you hear, like that's me. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to fit into a box.
Right.
Like you might hear something that's like, man, that kind of sounds traditional. Like the next single is kind of like relevant now. Like the third one is, totally different than that. But like, dude, I don't really care. Like it's me. It's Josh Mirenda. If you don't like it, that's fine. Like I'm not trying to make everybody happy. It's just like, this is my art. This is what I want to do. If you like it, cool. If not, that's totally fine.
Yeah. Be you. What are you laughing at over there, bud? I mean, this kid's, he can't wait. What?
I'm just laughing.
Did this turkey sandwich get here and he's just looking at it?
He's
that turkey
now
sandwich is just staring at me and waiting to be eaten, but I am just laughing. I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Happy. What are you gonna do with that cigar?
It's just looking at you. I'm gonna hit the cigar bar again tonight. I don't know what's
my
the
friend
plan
and I
there,
are gonna have one tonight, and I actually brought it in here just to chew on it a little bit,
That's
but
cool.
I haven't done it. So
Yeah, dude.
so you want to point something else out, bud?
No.
I got a muffin top. Like,
He
I
would
get that.
point out a turkey sandwich, but you
Muffin
can't eat that
top.
until this is
All
over.
right, I got a muffin top. All right.
I have dad bod, but I'm a dad, so it's totally
My
fine.
wife told me I have a muffin top. That's nice.
Wow.
Real supportive.
I tell my wife she's stuck with me because we're married, so it's fine. I get it.
You're in.
Yeah, so she's in it. Like I'm in it. Like this is it.
This is it. This is
it. There's
the rest of your life.
there's children involved. Like you married a guy that has dad bod now, so sorry.
Sorry about
But she's super fit too, so I feel terrible.
Dude, I mean,
It's not changing though. Like I am who I am. Whatever.
I would hope that if I ever get to that point where I can potentially transition into a dad bod, that I completely pull the reins and say, no way.
I want you to know that it is a full commitment. Okay.
No, I'm
It's not. This isn't like.
I feel like I had dad bod at one point, but it wasn't like totally dad bod, but it was trending that way, and I just reeled it back in. But it's really easy to go that way again. I mean, all you got to do is fucking eat.
I feel like I need to go the opposite way though when we hit tour.
What?
Boy, those are some sick shoes there.
These are my Hayden Flurries.
I do like.
So we're down at Pinehurst, and he's doing a deal with Hayden Fleury. Plays for now the Seattle Kraken, NHL. And Hayden comes in with this like Nike like jumpsuit on, but he had these shattered backboards on, and I'm like, dude, those shoes are the sickest. And he's like, yeah, they're the like 2019 Jordan low top shattered backboards. I'm like,
4 days later, they're at the
I'm
door.
buying them. Like now, got on the internet. I'm like, I think I went to like, I don't know, what's that website called?
StockX.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sneakerhead, dude. I get it.
Ripped them. So I love them. Actually, they're comfy too. Like today, playing in the Jordan golf shoes, we discussed this a little bit. They are comfy. I don't know if they're as comfy as the
There's
squares.
no free ads on here, bud.
These squares are like the most comfortable things I've ever put on my feet. I'm not kidding. Like I'm not just saying that. Like these are legit, super
I'm
comfortable.
gonna have to get some squares.
I think you do. Like,
Well, they
blacked out.
increase distance too by 4 yards. I saw.
well, I don't hit it far anyway. I mean, so if they do, like, I definitely. I mean, but I'm just like, obviously it's a good cause. I wear them. My buddies are involved. I want to wear them, but like comfort wise, I'm not gonna wear it if it's not comfortable. Like you have shoes on your feet for a long time when you're golfing, especially if you're walking. You know?
Cowboy boot guy, you wear cowboy boots?
I did, but man, sneakers is my thing, man. If you see me on stage, I have on
Sneakers.
sneakers.
So I have
wear
one
cowboy
pair of
boots.
cowboy boots.
I have multiple boots, multiple
I don't
pairs.
know where they are, but
Yeah, I have a shoe problem. Like if you go in my closet, I got like the top area is boots, and then it goes down. Then we have like the dress shoes, and then I have like a section of just like Yeezys and like different colors. And it's like I'm like OCD with like how that works. So it's like colors like they like it's like in the way like they're supposed to be. And then you go to like to the J's. And then we got like the off whites and
so
stuff.
there's some black sheep in that shoe collection.
for sure.
You see what I did?
Yes.
The Yeezy, I got the Zebras,
I got the Zebras, dude. I got
and they're so comfortable.
Like, we're not talking
Yeezys
about
are
underwear.
super comfortable.
We're talking about shoes, not underwear. You don't have to tell
Are you
everybody
talking
you
about
have
wieners
zebra,
again right now?
zebra underwear that you have. Like, it's all right.
But I don't even wear underwear, for the record. But whatever.
You heard it here.
You
I
heard it,
am
guys.
wearing underwear like
heard it
right
here
now.
first.
Currently, it's happening.
So we're sitting here, yeah, right. We're here with Josh Mirenda at Nemacolin, talking a little bit about life. My man's 3 #1 hit songwriter in the country music scene, about to drop his first single. You guys got to give him a follow on Instagram, Josh Mirenda. There's
Yeah.
no underscore. We got an underscore.
JOSHMIRENDA.
Yeah, so check him out. I really think he's
Your
got.
story's so cool.
It's
If that's not Chasin Birdies, then I don't know
that
what
is
it
Chasin Birdies to a T.
We're chasing it, man. You just got to go all in. You know, if that's something, if whatever you want to do, if you're listening, if you're like, man, I don't know if I should do that. It's kind of risky. Like if you honestly think that you have the talent and the ability to do it, then do it.
Go do it.
Absolutely.
Why would you not? You don't want to get at the end of your life and look back and say, man, I wish I would have done that. So go chase it.
Chase it, boys and girls. And we're going to chase this into our tap-in segment here, which is brought to you by Bettinardi Golf. So Jonathan's basically going to ask you some random questions that...
We get a drink for this because we've hung out for a couple days now. So there's no telling what these questions are going to be. He's smiling right now. Why are you smiling when you're about to ask me these questions?
All right.
You know.
Your lowest round of golf and at what course?
August, Sweetens Cove, playing with my boy Andy Gilly, shot a 74.
Sweetens Cove. Did you have the?
Did not play from the Reds. Don't ask. I did not play from the Reds. I know you're gonna ask.
Sweetens Cove bourbon.
Typical Pepe move. Did you play from the Reds?
I did.
It's pretty good.
I did. You know, when you show up there, it was my first time playing it. They have like a giant whiskey barrel and just a bunch of like,
right.
I mean, there's a bottle and a bunch of shot glasses.
Right.
It's magical.
Money.
It was a moment.
All right. Your favorite venue that you've played at?
Favorite venue I've played at. I wasn't headlining the show, but Colt Ford, who we mentioned earlier, brought me up to play Dirt Road Anthem in Oregon at a festival. It's on my Instagram. I think it's on his Instagram. But it is that was the coolest moment I've ever had on stage, other than that was actually for like full band stuff. The coolest moment I ever had on stage and coolest venue I've ever played was the Ryman with Dierks Bentley when I came up and sang Somewhere on a Beach and we won Song of the Year. That was by far the coolest.
You just answered the third question, so
I'm a mind reader, bro. I can just read your mind right now.
All right.
Think about turkey sandwich.
Well, I gotta transition, and that's what we do. We transition to another question since you answered that.
What was the third question? Just so I'm curious.
It was most memorable moment in your career.
Yeah, winning Song of the Year.
I mean,
again, for sure. That was huge. I don't think I'm not gonna get. Yeah, that was big.
That's a good moment, though.
All right,
I'm sorry.
Your favorite club in the bag?
My favorite club in the bag? This is weird, but like it's either my 5 or 6 iron. Like I hit it really well. Either one. Like today I hit some pure 5 iron shots.
You did?
I don't know why. Like
Yeah.
I like those clubs, man. Or an 8 iron's kind of shit. You know, I changed. I'm going 8 iron. I can play a lot of different shots than 8 iron. I'm going 8 iron.
So hey, bud, why don't you grab your drink? All right.
Well, it's almost empty. But
All right. Well, it's almost empty. Mine's almost empty. And, you know, we can't thank you enough for coming out here. And why don't we send some people off with Somewhere on a Beach, some lyrics from that.
You want to be sipping something strong?
Sipping
yeah, we
something
want to hear
strong.
some cut.
Let's hear a little cut.
Somewhere on a beach, well, cheers to this. Sipping something strong. Got a new girl. She got it going on. We drink all day. Party all night at Nemacolin. Shout out to Chasin Birdies, man. Thank y'all for having me out.
Thanks for coming, bud.
Thank y'all.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Josh, great luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Let's go chase some birdies, yeah?
And let's go get back out there. All right. And we'll see you up here again soon.
Perfect.
All right, brother. Thanks so much.
Thank y'all, man.
Yeah. Thank you.